YouTuber Baja Bam here. I'm doing a review of my ROVAN Baja 5B. Bought it stock, $465 on eBay from ROVAN RC in New York. When I first got it, I ran it, hooked the engine around here in front of my house here. After 20-30 minutes, brought it back in, did some maintenance, checked the screw, all the bolts and everything were tight. It was plastic, so the screws hold well inside plastic. But as far as metal to metal, yeah, you're gonna need some Loctite. Secondly, I took it down to the park down the street to open it up, see what it can do for all out after breaking the engine in, doing maintenance the next day. Ran for about 20 minutes, and then probably 20 minutes into the run, all of a sudden, wow, I hear it stop. With the accelerator, it's not moving. I get it to the house, do a preliminary check on it, find out that yes, indeed, the stock plastic transmission has stripped out. I have that. I'll show you that later, but from there it's like I decide, well, I got to get a new transmission, so I go on eBay, Google it, find out that they got a aluminum transmission. I avoided all that in the first place. So I ordered myself an aluminum transmission, $149. Problem with the stock transmissions, the plastic ones, is that they, when you first get them, you better make sure that if you buy a stock ROVAN HPI or King motor, first thing you should do is break it apart, get yourself, get inside to it, tighten every bolt that's up on the transmissions, because they're plastic. The problem with it, if there's any kind of shifting in the housing, you're going to blow your gears out. It's going to strip out, and that's what happened there. It's called exploding transmission syndrome. It's not the first time that it happened. Won't be the last time, for stock transmissions. I think all transmissions should be stock aluminum and metal. That's a hit for HPI, ROVAN, King motor. Matter of fact, ROVAN, the King motor, they've kind of took a hint, because they produce their own parts like that. They do include standardized. They're starting to standardize the transmissions as aluminum, putting that necessary strength into it. Well, anyway, as I'm looking on the internet for my transmission, I find one $149. I'm seeing all these other aluminum parts, and in my mind, the plastic transmission blew out, strip broke. I'm starting to think that everything else that's on these things that are plastic can break. So I went on a mission, and my $465 stock Baja 5B has been upgraded with all aluminum parts. I still have my handy plastic roll cage that's not going to matter. I'm going to be putting a buggy body on it by default. Baja buggies, Volkswagen buggy bodies are a roll cage in effect, because you flip them, they'll roll and kind of right their stuff back up on their feet. But yeah, I went on and I decided I'm going to go ahead and put the best on my little buggy, so the best I could. I paid $465 for it, like I said, and I wind up pumping 1,200 aluminum parts. That's with the transmission, suspension arms, shocks with the reservoirs, shock towers, shock braces, bulkhead. Even this frame here is brand new. I don't know why I thought it would be easier building onto a frame up, so I got my original frame over there, same thing, I bought a heavy duty upgrade plate here for the front, make it dash proof, I ain't gotta worry about that flexing, bending here, the tongue. Got my aluminum bumper here. Shock tower. Let me break it down. To simplify, everything that was plastic on here, stock, was removed and replaced with aluminum. Everything, like I said, except for my base here. I'm gonna leave that because I'm gonna have a Volkswagen bug body over it, and that's gonna be my roll cage. My stock rims here, these plastic rims here. I'm thinking about putting aluminum, but I'm concerned about the other weight. In any case, I'm gonna burn these out. Best I can, almost I can. I've ran it a few times. My tires, stock rear tires, they're like I read it up on Google and HPI forums. They wore out pretty fast. Well, I don't think it's their fault. It's my fault because I was running on, showing off doing donuts on asphalt, and we had ate them away. So, my next pair are going to be definitely better brand. Let's just put it like that. I put a lot, I say, the better part of 24 hours, putting everything on here, total 24 hours to put all my aluminum parts. I got a few, what I call pop-ups, and that's I bought myself some killer RC shock limiting cables, keep my shocks from bottoming out. Bottom out the shocks, you have a tendency to ruin the seals on them, so I want to mention there. I got shock covers, dual shocks. I got shock socks up under these shock covers here, so I'm not worried about my shafts getting dirty. I got them well protected. Inside my spur gear here, I took the original spur gear out and put a Helix spur gear because they run quieter, they're smoother. Get a little bit more torque out of them, before I understand, because of the way the gears are not straight cut, they're angle cut. So, next thing I did was got a lauterbacher, teflon shoe clutch, hot racing, clutch bell. I put ceramic bearings inside of my transmission, which ceramics last longer, they run smoother, cooler. That's what they said, so I kind of went in. I don't like to break my transmission. I got a three-piece King motor transmission here. I can pull the back end off without having to remove the whole transmission, change my differential at any time. I'm using the radio, the fly-speed radio that came with this vehicle, and it's a damn good radio. It is. It has anti-lock brakes. It's multi-function. The fail-safe. I have a fail-safe. It has fail-safe built in. I bought myself a Killer B RC fail-safe kit. It's sitting in here, and it's just unplugged right now. I got it attached to the engine, but it's not plugged into the receiver. When I first plugged it up, I don't know, it wasn't configured correctly, but when I tried to accelerate, it would send a signal to the Killer RC kill switch that there was a low voltage problem, and I found out that it was because it was attached to my lighting system here. I have light pods here on the side, in the rear, and it was plugged into a Y cable. So it pulled the signal on. I just got disconnected because the fail-safe on here will actually lock the wheels up. It lose less voltage drop to 9 volts here. They stop operating. They'll lock down. It goes out of range. Boom, my brakes will just literally lock up and the vehicle come to a complete stop. So I'm going to sell I think I'm going to go ahead and sell that Killer RC kit. First I'm going to test the reliability of the fly-speed Killer fail-safe, because my $400 vehicle has went from $400 with all my new upgrades and my hop-ups. $1,500 now. I'm down $1,500 on this here. You know, that's why I'm doing everything I can to protect it. You know, I'm not gonna bash it to hell. I'm gonna bash it, but I'm not gonna bash it to hell. One more upgrade that I do feel like I have to get is a full cover front foam bumper. They have aluminum bumpers that'll cover, you know, this much of your front end. In a collision, that aluminum's going to bend. You know, your front tires are going to still make contact with the curbs or whatever obstacles, possibly bending these rods here, you know, causing damage to these arms here. So I can't afford, you know, to have these parts damaged. You know, no. In my honest opinion, I think I made a mistake in the first place going aluminum with the on certain parts, like the suspension arms. I should have bought those in nylon, not plastic, not stock plastic, not aluminum, but nylon. Just here, I wish I would have. Well, eventually, if any damage occurs, I will be replacing these with RPM nylon suspension arms because they flex but don't break. They take a lot. They're the best thing to have other than stock. Aluminum's nothing but bling bling. Looks good. Looks good, but you know, it bends, and once it's bent, that's it. You know. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Let me see here. Matter of fact. Yeah, I installed my own lighting system here. You know, internal here. I've got my light pods in the front. I've added lights on the sides. It's my ground effects. I have red lights here, tail lights. I'm gonna bring the camera around over here in a second. I'm gonna pan around here to show you my lighting system. Matter of fact, with my radio, like I was saying, the fail-safe in here, my radio was to go out with vehicle guard range, or the voltage drop below 9 volts here. It will, like, just by, here's an example, it will, that's what occurs. I just now heard everything, and my wheels are locked up. That's gonna come to a screeching halt, throttle all the way locked forward, complete shutdown there. Put it back on, it rolls again, you know. Let me pan the camera around. Shut the lights off here. Get that night view. That's what I look like in the night around. It looks great. I love it. I love my little custom lighting system. I'm gonna roll this around here. Here's my frontal view with my front light pods here. Got the front light pods. You know, internal blue. I like the little green hue I have here. I'm gonna bring this around to this side here. Have a look from the back. My little rolling tripod is trapped, but I'm making her go through. There's the rear. So yeah, you know, I decided to go all out. That's that ROVAN Baja 5B. Custom. Baja Bam's 5B. I have my little custom hubcaps here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and bring this in. Let me get that focus right. Here we go. My pride and joys. The Rovans. Rovan custom hubcaps. Got the Rovan shock covers. You know, a lot of my parts. I got some parts from Dave Motorsports. I'm running HPI parts on here. I have some Integy parts. I just stick with this Rovan as far as parts. I got whatever parts were best available for immediate install. Yeah, so this is not just actually a Rovan. They like to call Rovans and King Motors clones, but to me, in essence, I've decloned this Rovan. You know, I have Integy, HPI, Killer RC, Hot Racing, you know, lauterbacher parts, you know, so it's no longer just a HPI. It's a I don't know what you can call it, a Frankenstein. From many parts came the ultimate Rovan Baja 5B. You know, call me a clone if you want. HPI, King Motors, let's race. I'll take you on. Well, that's about it for this video here. I'm going to be racing. The next video, you'll be seeing me out there at the park with it tomorrow. Taking it out for maybe this third inaugural run. You know, it's going to be a full all-out blast. So until then, later on, fellow YouTubers, I'll see you at the track. Contact me on my page if you want to have a race. You want to put me up to the challenge here. Anyway, Baja Bam, over and out.